So, our friend gave us a gift of a WHD pets with pets. I don't even know how to spell it. But this is a Wi-Fi automatic cat feeder for 2 cats, and it also comes with a camera. So we should be able to actually have the cats eating, and then we should be able to use an app at monitoring our cats' eating habits. Now, we have 6 cats. I really appreciate our friend give us this automatic feeder. I think we're going to be using this mostly just for treats because, again, we have a very strict feeding schedule, morning and night, and our cats eat wet food for their meals. So this is the dry food we only give our cats, as a treat. So I think this would work great as a treat dispense machine for all our cats. And I am gonna go ahead and just open it up, and we're gonna test it, we're gonna set it up, and then we're gonna try to explore some of the functions of this Wi-Fi cat feeder for 2 cats, okay? And again, the brand name is WHD Pets. So let's open it up, see what's inside. So video type, automatic cat feeder. Pretty cool. I gotta go through the manual for sure because those cat feeders actually takes time to set up, and we have to download the app as well. So we gotta find those out. Okay. All right. So raised dual cat bowls, and it looks like this is a cat bowl that's being displayed over here. Okay. So yeah, so it looks like this. So the dispenser itself looks like a separate unit. So that will be interesting. Let's see what's inside. Okay, wow. Looks nice. I'm gonna leave my little pocket Osmo on the floor. Take it out. Look at that. How cute is that? All right, so let's put all the boxes in here. And actually, let's take out the, let's see. Let's just put the thing over there. All right, so I'm gonna take out the box, the bowl as well. All right, let's see. And I think the advantage of having a separate bowl is that the bowl can be easily cleaned daily. Okay, so if you clean your cat bowl every day, this will be really easy. And I know some other dispensers actually have a attached bowl, which makes cleaning harder. And I think this one definitely helps with cleaning easier. See what's inside. You have a USB adapter and a USB cord. It's USB-C type, and this looks like a splitter. So I guess once it dispenses, it comes out and comes in 2 pieces. Maybe, I'm just guessing. And what's this? Looks like some sort of base over here. So again, yeah, I definitely need to take a look at the manual. And this looks like the divider. I don't think it's gonna work for cats, but it's kind of cute that they give you a little divider over here. So when it's divided, it's like that. And the cat bowl is stainless steel. So that makes cleaning easier. And obviously it's gonna be dishwasher safe for stainless steel. 304, yep, confirmed. Very nice. And I guess you just leave it here and it should pop out, right? Let's see. Let's see how to connect this. I don't know. We'll have to... Okay, so looks like you just push this back in here, like so, and then it comes out and splits. So kind of works like that. Anyway, let me actually just properly set it up, and I'm going to take a look at the manual, and we're going to find out. But it looks like here are the feed button, the play button, and a microphone button, which you use to record some sort of sound. So the cat knows that it's feeding time. They would all come over. Okay. And that's a camera right there. Let's see. What's in here? 3 to 13 millimeter. Okay. What's this? So there is a little filter right here, it looks like. I don't know how to open this, but it does look like a filter. Some packing materials. If it comes with a nice silicone mat right here. And a lot of those round things, I think that's a foot. If I guess correctly. And a longer foot. So you can raise this. And I guess that would actually deter some of the little pests in the house from accessing the pet feeder. Okay, if you look inside, this is a dispensing mechanism. Looks to be well designed. Here is a little silicone spinning thing, propeller. So I guess when it comes to time to dispense, it would actually spin and dispense a certain amount that's being set by a time, and it would stop. So if you need to split it, obviously you need to have this. And if you need to dispense into a single bowl, I don't really see an option for a single bowl. Yeah, so if it comes out, it's gonna come out just with a splitter in two ways. But if you want to just dispense into a single area, I guess you can do this. And it's gonna come out all like so, right? So again, let me go read the instruction and we'll come back and continue with the unboxing and testing of the WHD Pets cat food dispenser. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so as you can see, I set up the pet feeder, or at least I finished installing it. And the entire process is pretty straightforward. You basically have, they provided two sets of different heights of feet. I use the one that's a little taller, so when the cat comes, it's easier for them to reach here, so they don't have to go so low to grab the food. And this piece had a divider in the center, which again, it's totally optional. And if you flip over, you can see the feet installed over here. This little piece is also like you attach it by just connecting it onto the feeder over here. So it's like two separate pieces, but you connect them together. This one holds the bowl onto the pet feeder. Okay, so, and I also want to show you guys the actual unit itself. So there are 3 buttons over here. Okay, this is to play the sound. This is to record the sound. If you press for 1 second, it records a 10-second recording. You can say, hey, come here, kitty, kitty, and then, you know, grab your cat's attention and they might come over and start eating the food. The feed button is for manually feeding, dispensing the food. So if you press the feed, I think it dispenses, I guess, 1 portion, or maybe it dispenses a set portion. But in order to set the daily dispensing schedule, you need to use the app, which you have to download from the App Store. Okay, so keep that in mind. You cannot manually set it here. Okay, and besides the function, it supports dual power. So if I flip this back, you can see there's a battery compartment. It uses 3 D-sized batteries right here. There's a little speaker right there. There's a power button to turn the whole unit on and off. So that's the backup power, okay? But in order to use it continuously without interruption, you will need to connect the USB cable. The USB cable goes in here, and there is a little wire connection area on the back. So if you flip it over, you can see the cable goes out from here, okay? I don't have the cable with me, but you get the idea, okay? So once you have this finished setting up, you hook this little thing over here, and it actually connects the 2 pieces, so they move together as 1 piece. And I also want to show you guys the food storage area. Okay, it's, let's see, let me center this. So on the top, it's very secure. It's secured. The cats will not be able to knock things over and grab the food inside. And it supports food portion size from 3mm to 13mm size. And again, keep in mind, it's dual dispense. You can't really dispense into a single bowl, but again, I don't think it matters that much. They do sell a model or a version that dispenses into a single bowl, okay? The food container is secured by button presses. So they have to press, the cat have to press a button and they have to lift it up in order to access the inside, which I don't think they know how to do, okay? And so this is opening the top. Once you have the top opened, I showed you guys the interior. There's a little rubber piece that spins and dispenses the food. Food drops in there and it drops in here and comes out, okay? But this piece can also be removed by unlocking the tabs on two sides. So you have to unlock both tabs in order to lift this the main food portion bowl, dispensing bowl. Once you have this removed, okay, you can see this is the area where the food drops in. It drops in here and then it comes out from literally the hole right here. Okay, see if you can see, like right there. So and also there's a little silicone piece right there that's kind of like separating the food, and when you turn it, you can see the other silicone piece in here starts to spin, okay? And it's a pretty simple device. There's a little motor powering it. It's a very small 5-volt motor that's powered by USB, and you can just drop it in here, okay? And lock this in place so it doesn't move around. You can lock both sides, and that's pretty much the food dispenser itself. And once you click it in place, it's pretty secured, okay? So I think it's gonna be cat proof for most cats, unless your cat is like super smart. You might need to find other ways to foolproof it. A pretty big container right there, okay? Again, as I mentioned, we only feed our cats wet food for their main food. So this one is only going to be used as a treat dispensing machine for when I'm going to work, okay? The little camera is right there. So the camera does not have internal storage, and it's not triggered by motion. The camera only records when you open the camera app, when you open the actual app and you click recording, and then it's going to record. If you don't hit recording button, you can, view your cat while they're eating, and you might be able to check on the food portion. I don't know, but we have to find that out once I install the app. So the next section, I'm going to get the app installed. I'm going to put some food in there, and we're going to give this cat dispenser a try. And maybe in the next few days, I'm going to leave it in the house and see how well it works as a treat dispenser during the day when we're away, and how the cat reacts to the food dispenser. So see you guys in the next section. All right, guys, so I have the app downloaded. It's called Smart Life with over 260K of user reviews. So obviously it's a very popular app. And this device is actually made by a Chinese company, so I'll assume this is a popular device in Asia. And I have to go into small home appliances to find the pet feeder here. And this one is called pet feeder with camera, Wi-Fi model. I don't think this is a dual band, so this is just a simple Wi-Fi model. I'm gonna click that. And the indicator is flashing, so I'm in the process of pairing it. I connected it to the wall, and I'm gonna pair it with you guys and see what happens now. So what happened is it generates a QR code for me for my home Wi-Fi network with my network info. And all I have to do is put this QR code right here in front of the camera. The camera scans it and it's gonna work its internal magic. And now it just found the pet feeder. The pet feeder is connected to the Wi-Fi network. So I should be able to actually connect to the pet feeder's camera and set up all the schedule and stuff. Oh, look, that's me. How cool is that? You guys see? So that's the camera. The camera seems to be a pretty wide angle. So yeah, I would say the quality is very good. But you know what? There's only one issue, is that it doesn't see the bowl. So you wouldn't know if the food is dispensed or not. That could be an issue. So my suggestion would be actually just add another camera that's monitoring your pet food dispenser, just in case, if the machine malfunctions, doesn't dispense any food, your cat doesn't starve to death, okay? So the ideal situation would be using this to just see your cute cats, but using a dedicated camera mounted on the wall or somewhere else that's able to monitor the food dispenser, okay? That's kind of important, especially if you're away, okay? You need to know the food is dispensed properly or not. And looking at the app options, I don't really see an option for the camera to actually automatically trigger when the food is dispensed. It only has the option to feed, a schedule option. I haven't set any timing, and a record function, which I guess is going to record something and save it to my phone. I would assume a screenshot basically just takes a picture of the screen when your cat is eating. And a alarm function. I don't know what the alarm is for. Oh, appears to does have a motion alarm. So you can set the sensitivity for the motion, and you can also add a schedule on when, or just pushed and set a motion is detected. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I take my word back. It does have motion alarm. Once it alarms, I'm wondering if it records something or not, but it doesn't have motion alarm. There's no gallery for me to preview any kind of alarm. I only get a motion alarm, which tells me the motion is detected. And basically, let's see if it takes a video or a screenshot. Okay, so it takes a screenshot, tells you it detects a motion, but it doesn't record a video. You have to click in here to physically see it to record a video. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. But you have the option there. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to set up the schedule. Let's see. See if the schedule is working. So I can add a cycle of, I can enable all the days of feeding, or you can feed only once to set a schedule. Okay, let's enable every single day because they need to eat every day. So numbers, this is the feeding size. So it feeds 2 portions, okay, 2 portions every day at a particular time. And usually my preference is to set 2 feeding times, morning and night. That way your cat is not starving for a long period of time. Or you can set 3 different times so they get a good portion at a smaller feed. Really up to you. Depends on your needs and your pet's need. So I'm going to set the feeding to 502 because that's it's going to happen very soon. Let's see what is going to happen. Okay. Let's see. All right. So actually, let's set it to 5. Okay. So 1 feeding instruction copied. It feeds every day at 2 copies, or basically, I mean, it's horrible translation from Chinese, but 2 portions of food. I can also add another while at it for the morning time at 7 o'clock. And you set your portion at also 2 portions. It's not going to be a lot, I would assume. So I'm going to put some food in here, and in about 2 minutes time, it's going to automatically dispense, and we can see how much food it dispenses for 2 portions. Okay. All right. So let me go grab some cat food. I'm going to fill the bowl here. All right. Just adding a small portion of dry food. This is the premium. I forgot, Arcadia or something, but it's pretty expensive cat food. And I'm gonna just leave it in here. Okay. and we're gonna weigh the portion that's being dispensed. I can also do just a manual dispense and see how much food comes out. So let's give it a try. I'm gonna just leave it here, close it. And obviously my cats are dying to get the food, but let's do a manual portion. Doesn't come out, so I guess because it doesn't have any food in here before. So that's one portion. It's barely nothing. Okay, works great as treats though. I'm gonna wait how much is one portion. Actually, let's weigh 2 portions. It's gonna be more accurate. Okay. And anytime now, it's gonna automatically dispense another 2 portions because of the time that I set. While in the meantime, I'm gonna weigh the food that's being dispensed. Let's see. And it's actually about 16 grams for this particular cat food, okay? 16 grams here. That's 2 portions, and it's a fairly small size for this nibble kind of a food. Oh, there we go. So that's 2 portions again, and I'm gonna actually, I forgot to put the bowl back in here, so it actually dispensed under it. Okay, yes, you can have some for now. And also this guy can have some. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the dispensed size. It's so 1 portion for my size of the cat food is about 8 grams. Okay, so it's really not a lot. So I would highly suggest once you put your cat food in here, do a few manual dispense and weigh the average of the food dispensed. That way, you know exactly how much, how big of a portion you need to set in the smartphone app in order to dispense the food at a particular set time. And it's connected to Wi-Fi, so as long as you have Wi-Fi connection, as long as you have a battery backup, it should continue to work daily according to the schedule. The only time it might not work is if you lose the power. I don't know if I ever lose the power. Do I have to reconfigure the device, or it automatically saves the information once the power is back on and the Wi-Fi is back, it's able to synchronize the time and then continue with the schedule. That I do not know, and they don't say it in the manual. So if anyone else who owns the WHD Pets automatic video cat food dispenser, please do let me know in the comment section down below. So that would be greatly appreciated. But otherwise, I think it's gonna work pretty good, and I really like the elevated area here. It actually deters quite a lot of bugs, because if you have the food kind of low, bugs, it's very easy to find those food, and then they might, start invading the space and interior of the dispenser, which is going to be very, very bad. Especially if you want to use this for the outdoor street cats for dispensing food, you'll want to find a solution to deter them from climbing up and into the food dispenser and destroy a whole bunch of food. All right. So again, it keeps telling me that it detects a motion. So the camera is actively working. Okay. If you have the battery backup, I don't know if the camera is going to work, but it's going to use a lot of battery. So the battery backup under there, hopefully is only for a short period of time. In order for this to work, you need a constant power, a constant USB power, whatever. But that's just, how I think it's going to work logically. Otherwise, the device seems to be well built. And the dispensing process is fairly straightforward, and you just need to weight your own portion depending on the size of your nibble. And this is pretty pet proof. They won't be able to open this thing, even if they want, because there's a security lock right here, a two-step process to open this. And it's very easy to clean. When you lose this, it just pops out for you to clean the interior. As for this bowl, I'm gonna have to actually get this food out and clean this area because it's not supposed to get any food. I'm supposed to be using the stainless steel bowl. And look at the treats, instantly gone, right? And this little guy, he's finished as well. All right, before I go away, I want to show you guys, it's actually very well designed. So the cat food only is retained in this food dispensing bowl here. The actual machine itself keeps very clean. Okay, the only part you're gonna have some food bits is like right there. You can use a little brush to get it cleaned out, but yeah, it keeps itself clean for the most part, which is good. Now, the bad part, let's see. Oh, that's nice. So I just confirmed that the Wi-Fi, once the power is lost, it might stop working. However, as soon as the power is back up and the network is up, it actually automatically reconnects to the Wi-Fi network. And I'm gonna assume that it actually remembers its feeding schedule internally, so you don't have to connect to the Wi-Fi network to have the feeding schedule being performed. However, there's no way for me to confirm that because there is not an indicator clock anywhere on here, and there's no indication of this schedule thing in the Smart Life app that tells me that, you know, it retains the schedule once the power is lost. So I can't really tell you guys that. Oops. The dude just ate so much and it starts to vomit out. And yeah, anyway, so that's a downside that I do not know, and I'm not certain, and it's not in the instruction. But otherwise, I think this is a very good machine for anyone that actually travels and have the need of an automatic pet feeder to feed your cats. But my honest opinion is, if you're traveling, your cat is going to be under a lot of stress. It is always better to have someone come over and manually feed your cats and check on their, you know, health, welfare while you're away. And that's what we always do. So that's why I said I'm only going to be using this for feeding the treats. But if you do have the need and you have no other options, this pet feeder does the work, you know, pretty good. And it's got the video monitoring device. It's got a motion detect alarm system. It's got automatic feeding schedule. You can set multiple feeding schedules according to your needs. Okay, and it supports various size of bits, and it's very easy to clean. So really, I don't really have much complaint about the device, and I think it's gonna work very, very well for most of the people. All right, so I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, if you did, please do hit the like button or subscribe to the channel, and we'll have more similar product review videos coming out for you guys for the household. Okay, so thanks again. See you in the next video. Take care. All right, check this out, guys. So I left the dispenser upstairs. I'm gonna dispense some food and see what the cat reacts. So it told me the feeding is success, and obviously one cat starts to eat and the other is very curious. Oh, the third one comes. Oh, look at that. There's some fighting going on. And I bet Benjamin is going to come over and start eating. And it looks like Sweet Pea is really happy, enjoying the feeding, the food. So I would say, yeah, the feeder works great. And it dispenses food very reliably. The Wi-Fi connection actually keeps in check the moment the power is restored. And you're able to back to scheduled feeding again. And that looks great. Oh, and it's even got infrared, so if it's really dark, it turns on the infrared light, which is kind of cool. And I'm also recording the footage at the same time, so I can show you guys at the end of this video, see what happens. But Sweet Pea is pretty much taking both bowls, and the other two cats probably had nothing to eat. So yeah, even if you have two bowls, if you have a bullish cat, they'll take up all the food. Just keep that in mind, okay? Alright, so that's pretty much it. Just want to share this little nice bit once the device is set up and running and it's working great.